First, I'm chopping up the onions. I have 3 small onions, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a basic, the most simplest chicken curry. It's an Indian chicken curry. So I'm going to carry on chopping the onions. I have chopped up 3 small onions. These are white onions I'm using today. Then I'm going to add in the olive oil, and I'm going to add some cumin seeds. I'll just show you as I do this. So now I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of the olive oil. Then I'm going to put the 3 medium cut onions into the pan. You can already hear that sizzling. I would have put cumin seeds in, but I've run out. So I'm just going to let that cook a bit, and while that's on a low gas cooking, I'm just going to chop up the garlic. I have 2, 4, 6, 7 cloves, and I'm going to grate the ginger. Cut the sizzling away, and then I'm just going to put a bit of butter in. Not too much, just a little cut I've done. I can show you that's all it is. Probably about an ounce. So they don't have to be too small, but that's good enough for me, and we all like garlic, and garlic is also good for the heart. So I've put in 7 cloves of garlic in, and I'm going to be making 650 grams of chicken. That is the onion frying away. A bit of oil, olive oil, and a little bit of butter. I think the butter gives it a lovely taste, and working with the oil together, it also stops the butter from burning. So I've put that in. Now what I'm going to do is grate the ginger. Ginger's very good for cold. The weather today is miserable, it's raining. I'm going to put a bit of ginger in, so if there's any sniffle or anything, there's enough there. I'm going to grate that and put that in. And when we're grating the ginger, I tend to take these hair bits out. Try not to put those in, I don't really like those. Kids don't like it. There is a little bit in there, but that I'm going to leave, and I can use that for herbal teas. That won't go to a waste. I'm going to try this and see how much goodness I'll get out of that as well. So that is the second piece. It's a bit better. I'm going to keep that as well, and I'll show you what I do with that. I'm just going to add the ginger now to the pan. a mix, and now I'm ready to put the chicken in. So we'll have protein here, and what I will do is add spinach near the end, so they've got their iron in there as well. I'll let that cook now. I'm going to put it on medium gas, and I'm going to time it. It should take 20 minutes, and I will check that one. Right, the alarm's gone off, so we've had 20 minutes. I'm just going to check the chicken. It's had 20 minutes, but I think it still needs cooking that little bit more. So I'm just going to put the heat up. I did have it on very low. Probably just needs another 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to put the lid back on because it's bubbling away. The alarm has just gone off. Just going to check it. Yeah. So that's done. Now I'm going to add baby spinach. Now I'm going to add in the coriander, fresh but frozen. And that's that. That is absolutely ready. Just leave it a few minutes. I'm going to turn it off and leave it on the gas. And when it comes to heating it, so that is done. Leave it. Just got to heat that up when the girls come home. I'm going to soak some rice, and I'll show you if I do make rice. Also, I wanted to make some chapties. I was going to show you how I do that. Might have done it before, I don't know. Now I'm going to show you how to make the chapati flour. There's so many types of chapati flour. I use East End. Again, there's two sorts. I use the one that has the most vitamins in. Then I add just a few of the black pepper, just to give it that little taste if the child doesn't eat it. If the curry is hot and it's at least a chapati, they have that nice little taste. I don't put salt in. You can put a pinch of salt in, but I don't put it in. Then what I do is I always use boiled water and let it cool down. But that is a bit warm. No, not as warm as the pan. Warm around the outside, but no, the inside's fine. It's just warm. If you can get it cooled down, it's even better. So I'm aware of the time, and I do work with the time, and I do always have the radio on. It's the only way I know how to work, and it's better for me. So I just pour as I go along, and I knead with my hand. What I also like to do is put a cloth underneath so I don't scratch the surface. And I've made a mess. So just kneading it together. And the purpose of the boiled water is, I was supposed to explain, why I do it is because the chapatis become a lot lighter, not so heavy. And not only that, the dough lasts longer, and also with the oil, and I add the black pepper in, there's that little bit of taste as well, and they're so much softer. And the reason of it all is to have them a lighter, so they're better to digest and they're not heavy on you. And also you enjoy them so much more. And I've always said to my mum now, I always say to her, Mum, boil the water before you make them and leave it to cool. And there is a difference. So yeah, I've always, for many years, just used tap water, but now it's been a while, I think over a year, where I've started to boil the water and just leave it, let it sit to cool down, and then I make my dough. You could probably get even good 3 days out of it and you wouldn't even know, and the dough would be fresh. It would become like a fresh when it's not. Even after the 3rd day, it's just as good enough. Now I'm going to knead it. If you have fussy children, you want them to eat, you know, this is the most simplest and the quickest way of making a curry. All those students now going back to uni, you know, this is so easy for them as well, and it's a lot cheaper. You work out a portion of a plate if you went out, and there's 5 of you or 6 of you, it soon adds up. And this is what I'm trying to teach my girls. And all I'm doing is a bit of force. It's like you're punching it, but you're not really punching it, just kneading. I have got a cloth underneath, and that's what it's supposed to look like. I've just tasted that, absolutely lovely, nice taste to it. There's no spice in that at all, and you can get it spicy with all herbs and ginger and garlic, but it's not really spicy, it's just nice for the children. Nice taste. That's that ready. That's a chicken curry with spinach, so protein and iron, and the taste is just right. Lovely taste to it, the kids will be happy with that. Now I'm going to show you how to make a simple chapati. I've shown you the dough, and now I'm going to roll. Take a handful of a ball, make it into a ball, sorry. All I'm doing is I've got the chapati flour, and we need dry chapati flour just to coat it. So there's plenty of it on there now, the dry flour, to roll it out. You don't have to do this, all I'm doing it is sort of like kneading it. Push. If you don't know how to do it the other way, when you've got the ball, all you've got to do is press and press, and that's another way of doing it. But I'm just so used to doing it this way, the traditional way. Okay, that's all you're going to do. So if you do the ball, I'll just show you again. I mean, that isn't neat, but that's just to show you. All you do is, bring it up here, is press and press. Again, you put the dry flour on. Okay? Then you just got to roll it, make sure you got your dry flour on both sides, and using the flour around. Use any type of rolling pin. This looks heavy, but it's absolutely light. It's a lovely rolling pin. I like it because it doesn't really stick onto the rolling pin as much. Get it around. There we have it, nice and round. And all you do is sort of, you're clapping it. You're clapping that to make it bigger and also to take the dryness, the dry flour off the chapati. This is the pan I'm using. It's called a tawa. If you don't have this, you can make it in a frying pan, exactly the same. You know it's done on this side when the colour has changed. Turn it over to cook on the other side. We're just going to wait for that, then I'll show you what it's like. And they don't take long at all to cook, as long as you've got your pan on and it's heated, then it'll be so much quicker. The pan always needs to be hot before you start making your chapatis. Now you can see the bubbles happening on top of this. So the other side is cooked now, so I'm going to turn it over and show you. And that's what it's supposed to look like. And then all that's going to do is, you can use tongs at this time if you want. It's supposed to start to lift up, and that's all you do. You just got to cook that, make sure it's all cooked, keep it on there if you want to overcook it a little bit, but the more it has the air in, it's a good chapati. There we go, and that is done. It's cooked on that side. Bring the gas down, check it again, and there we have it. That is cooked. The other thing I use now, I use the unsalted butter to put on the top to give it a nicer taste and also to stop it from drying. Now I've already got the open butter, so all I do is tap it on top. That's all you do. That is ready. I'm going to put it into this bowl. I'm going to put it in foil. So that stays nice and warm in here. I will wrap it in foil. The other way you can do it, if you put a lot of butter on, if I wanted to put more on this, it's another way of doing it. So if I doubled it, in that time what I'm doing is cooking another chapati, and all I'll do is cook it and put it on top, and I don't need to butter that one, and it just cuts down a job. I'll show you the second one, and then I'm just going to stick it onto top of this one. I'm actually pressing on hard on that, that's why that is all gathering together. Clap it onto the pan. So here we got the second one, bubbled away, nice. There we have it. It's cooked on that side. Yep, and it's cooked on this side. So all we do now is wait for it to pop up. Make sure it's all checked. At this point, either use a tongue, or what people always do is use a tea towel to press down on it. So don't do it this way that I'm doing. I'll just turn it down and show you. Tea towel and press. Because you don't want to be burning your hands, or use the tongs. That is done. All I'm going to do is not butter it, and I'm just going to add it in there like that. Get the foil, wrap them away now and stick them in here, and they will stay warm. And that's how you make a chapati, or two. So here we have the simple Indian chicken curry with spinach, 2 chapatis and some salad and a drink of orange juice. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to press the notifications, and also don't forget to subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you soon. Thanks for watching.